All right. Hi guys, how are you today?
Good.
That's
I'm good.
Good. Okay, so today we're going to read a book called A Color of His Own by Leo Lionni. And I've got my little chameleon friend with me today. Does anybody know what a chameleon is? Or want to take any guesses? Catherine?
Is it a lizard?
Kind of. It's kind of in that family, yeah. Do we know what color chameleons can be? Chelsea?
Can they camouflage?
They can. What does camouflage mean, Chelsea? Do you know?
Blending into your surroundings?
Yeah, good job. So we're also going to talk about how do we hold a book and where the title is and the author's name, the cover, the back. So when we're reading a book, do we hold the book like this? Do we hold it like this? Do we hold it like this? Yeah, and then when we read, how do we read the book? Do we read from top to bottom, left to right, right to left, bottom to top? Does anybody want to take any guesses? Catherine?
Top to bottom and left to right.
Yeah, good job. So that's just basically how we hold a book, and then we open it and then we'll read it. So I'm going to try to read this holding this way. So like I said, we're reading A Color of His Own. I'm going to read it first, and then we're going to do some echo reading. So you'll repeat after me, but we'll read through it one time and then read through it a second. So here's the first page. So we have parrots are green, fish are red. Elephants are gray, and pigs are pink. All animals have their own color. Except for chameleons. They change color wherever they go. On lemons, they're yellow. In the heather, they're purple. And on tigers, they're striped just like the tiger. One day, a chameleon was sitting on a tiger's tail and said to himself, "If I remain on a leaf, I shall be green forever, and so I too will have a color of my own." With this thought, he cheerfully climbed onto the greenest leaf. But in autumn, the leaf turned yellow, and so did the chameleon. Later, the leaf turned red, and the chameleon too turned red. And then the winter winds blew the leaf from the branch, and with it, the chameleon went. The chameleon was black in the long winter. But when spring came, he walked out into the grass, and there he met another chameleon. He told his sad story. "Won't we ever have a color of our own?" he asked. "I'm not afraid. I'm afraid not," said the other chameleon, who was older and wiser. "But," he added, "why don't we stay together? We still change color wherever we go, but you and I will always be alike." And so they remained side by side. And they were green together. And purple. And yellow. And red with white polka dots. And they lived happily ever after. And that's the end. So what did we learn about the chameleon? Yes, Chelsea?
He wanted a color of his own, and then he found a friend and they made their own color.
Yeah. And so what other types of animals were in the book? Do we remember? Catherine?
Pig,
A pig, yeah. And what color was the pig?
pink.
Yep. And then, so when does a chameleon change colors? Do we think we can take a guess at that? Does it change colors when it goes on something? So when it went on the tiger, what happened to the chameleon? Chelsea?
He changed to the same color as the tiger.
Yeah, so they change when they're blending in with each other. So do you think the chameleon was happy at the end of the story? Yeah, because he found a new friend, right? And then another question, if you were an animal, what animal would you want to be? Chelsea?
Elephant.
Me too. Elephants are my favorite. Catherine, is there an animal you think you'd want to be?
I'd want to be a sloth
Ooh, why would you want to be a sloth?
because they just hang out all day.
Yeah, they're pretty lazy and chill. So that's good. Okay, so now we're just going to read a couple pages to test your echo reading. So when we read the book, we start, where are the words at? Are they at the bottom of the page, the right of the page, the left, or the top? Chelsea?
The top.
Yeah. So first we're going to say parrots are green. So repeat
Parrots.
after.
Parrots are green.
Good job. And the next part, we say goldfish are red.
Goldfish
Goldfish.
are red.
Good job. Okay, Chelsea's favorite animal. Elephants are gray.
Elephants
Elephants are
are
gray.
gray.
Good job. Pigs are pink.
Pigs
Pigs
are
are
pink.
All animals have a color of their own.
All
All
animals have a
have-
color of their own.
All right, we'll read a couple more pages. Except for chameleons.
Except for chameleons.
They change color wherever they go.
They change color wherever they go.
On lemons, they are yellow.
On lemons, they are yellow.
In the heather, they are purple.
In the heather, they are purple.
And on tigers, they are striped.
And on tigers, they are striped.
One day, a chameleon who was sitting on a tiger's tail said to himself, so one day a chameleon
One day, a chameleon
who was sitting on a tiger's tail
who was sitting on a tiger's tail
said to himself,
said to himself,
if I remain on a leaf,
If I remain on a leaf,
I shall be green forever.
I shall be green forever.
And so I too will have
And so,
And so I too will have
a color of my own.
a color of my own.
Good job. So, what do we think the main purpose of this book is? What's your big takeaway from it? There's no wrong answers. Yes, Chelsea?
It's okay to be different.
Yeah, so we all don't have to be the same. So everybody can be different and individual because that's what makes us unique, right? Yeah. Anything else? No? All right. Well, that was the lesson for the day. Thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Actually, Emily, why don't we, you want to do a quick talk right now?